Hey guys, Sam Bro with Bro Builds here, and I just bought my first house. While I really love the house, there are a few renovations that I want to make. So I figured why not document those changes and bring you guys along for the ride. In today's video, we're going to take a tour through the house and check out those renovations. So let's head on in. So welcome inside. You guys are right by the front door, and I do want to apologize for the echo. I'll see what I can do in post, but I make no promises. As soon as this place is furnished, I'm sure it'll be better. But as you can see, this is the kitchen. There's a little dining nook off to the side right there, a bonus room back there. You can't really see it, but there's a hallway down there to the bedrooms, and you guys are currently in the living room. We're going to start this little tour. So I'm going to swing you guys around right here into the dining nook so you can get a little better view of the living room while we talk about it. So, this is the living room. There are not many things that I want to change in here. There may be one thing that you're noticing immediately, and that is this big entertainment console thing that's blocking the TV. It's not built in, so it'll be an easy remove, but that is coming out. It's built for a tube TV, so it's way deeper than it needs to be in today's world. But I do plan on building a media console to replace it, and that will be a build video down the line, so keep an eye out for that. I do have the plans already made right here, if you want to take a look at a little sneak peek of what's to come. But other than that, there's not much that I want to do in this space. Repaint the walls, a few other things here and there, but that's going to go for the whole house, and there might be one video on repainting the whole house before I end up moving in. But as far as the living room specifically, just gotta buy some furniture. There's not much else there. So let's head on into the dining nook. So this is the dining nook. Kind of a small space, and I actually don't plan on using it for a table or dining or anything like that. There's a bonus room off to the side here that I plan on having my dining room table in, as well as a few other things, but we'll get to that a little bit later. In this space, I think I may put a bookshelf or some kind of standing storage right here against that wall where I'm currently standing. I do have a dog, and so I'm probably going to put her kennel and food and a few other things here. Down the line, probably after I move in, there's a closet to a bathroom right here that starts before this wall and comes all the way out right here. And it's way too deep and not very functional for the bathroom. So I do plan on actually putting a door here to access that closet and shutting it off from the bathroom and using this as kind of a cleaning supplies, storage closet, maybe some stuff for my dog, whatever, but that will be something that I change a little bit down the line. As well as this light. If I'm not putting a dining room table here, this light's just not very functional. You know, I almost hit my head on it every time I walk by it, and I'm not a really tall guy. But yeah, that's it for the dining nook. Nothing special, just some furnishings that are going to end up going here. But let's spin you guys around so you can look at the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. There's not much that I want to do in here. Most of it is up kind of on the ceiling, some changes that we'll talk about in a second. The fixtures in the kitchen though, they're a little outdated and I might update them. When I end up repainting the walls in here, I'm 90% sure that I'm going to repaint the cabinets. There are a few things like this trim around the microwave. It's also right here next to the dishwasher. A little outdated, probably pop that off just to kind of get rid of it, but otherwise the kitchen's pretty nice. I do have some long-term goals for renovations here in the kitchen, but I'm not really decided on exactly what I want to do here. Now something you may notice is these bifold doors right here, and they actually lead into the laundry room, which is a little bit of a mess. It's the one part of the house that's not okay. It's the one big renovation in the house that I'm going to make almost immediately. So let's go on and check that out. This is the laundry room, and it's a tight fit. There's currently only a dryer in here. If there was a washer, I really wouldn't be able to talk to you guys about this space. I wouldn't have anywhere really to stand. But it's tight. There's a door to the garage here, which you'll see opens right into the laundry room, covering up everything. even one person, let alone two people needing to walk through or access this space at a time. There's another door to my left, your right, that leads to the backyard. And these bifold doors, along with this small doorway, don't leave much space to try and get in and out of here. I mean, imagine carrying laundry through here. You bust your knuckles on the door and the refrigerator. So let's head to the garage because I want to talk about some of the renovations that we're going to make. It'll be easier to kind of see what I want to do from in there. Hey guys, so we're in the garage now. That was the laundry room. And the plan to make this space a little bit more usable is to take up the space in the garage right here. So to do that, we're going to knock out these two walls, build a new one about 2 feet out that comes all the way across here. And what that'll allow us to do is to put the washer and dryer against this back wall and possibly put some pantry shelving on the new wall, all in this space. And what that'll do is 2 things. One, it'll make it a lot more open, so if more people need to be in there, if someone's passing through, you don't feel cramped or claustrophobic. And bringing this wall forward will allow us to widen the wall into the kitchen, giving us more access coming in and out of there with groceries or laundry or any other big items that you might be carrying in your hands. Next, we're going to head out to the bonus room in the back, so we're going to take a little journey back through the house to get over there. So we're in the bonus room now. You're right between the door to the rest of the house, back towards the living room, kitchen, and dining nook, and then the door to the outside patio and shop, backyard kind of space. But as far as this room goes, there's not a ton that really needs to be done like the laundry room. But the floors do need a lot of help. They're messed up in a couple places, and the floor molding is all, it probably just needs to be completely replaced. I'll probably replace these blinds and repaint the walls at some point, probably when I paint the rest of the house. But as far as furniture in this room goes, I'm probably gonna put my dining room table right here, a lot of space for people and whatnot, and a dry bar along this wall over here. That way for game nights when we're playing at the table, we have some access to some adult beverages, and if I'm ever grilling outside, it's easy access to that as well, and the table for serving food, without disrupting the flow between the 2 doors from inside to outside. Next, we're gonna head back into the living room, dining room area and take a look at the ceiling and fixtures in there. So we're back where we started, and since I'm not putting my dining room table here, I am putting it in a bonus room as we just talked about. I need to do something about this low-hanging light. So I think I'm going to raise it up and just put like a puck or a can light up there. Another idea that I had, though, it's a little bit more exciting, is to put a higher hanging fixture that's kind of like a faux beam, something like one of these that that kind of inspired me. But I'm really not certain what I want to do there, so I'd love to hear you guys' suggestions in the comment section down below, or whatever you think, anything about the space. Maybe you think I should just put the puck away. Whatever you got, leave it down below. What I am certain about, though, is the lighting here in the kitchen. This light in the middle is getting moved back over the sink. And since I'm already planning on putting some molding above these cabinets, I think I'm just going to run the molding all the way across and hide some can or puck lighting right up under there to really lighten up the sink area. And to compensate for the lost lighting here, I think I'm going to replace these fixtures. I really like them, but they just don't fit the space. And if I replace them with some track lighting up on the ceiling, it'll really help throw some light back into the space that we lost, as well as some lighting back into the living room, which currently has 0 fixtures in it. Since we're talking about the living room, let's go there next and talk about the fixtures above it. So in here, I plan on removing both of these fans and replacing them with a singular larger fan that will be attached to a faux beam that's going to go over the existing beam, so we don't have to patch any holes where the existing fans are, and get a little bit better look with that raw wood beam. I do also plan on getting rid of the popcorn ceilings in the living room area, as well as in the bedrooms, which we are headed to next. So like I said, in the living room, I do plan on removing the popcorn ceiling from this bedroom as well as the other 2 bedrooms. Nothing else really crazy in this particular bedroom. Probably going to remove, this cabinet. There's another shelf on the wall over here that I'm going to get out of here. Might update the closet doors to something a little more modern. They look like they're straight out of the 80s or something like that. But otherwise, maybe new paint on the walls, and that's it for this bedroom. Let's head on over to the next one, which is a little bit more exciting. So this is the second bedroom, and in here I'm going to have probably my office and slash like staging place for some of my woodworking projects. Over here on this wall, I'm probably gonna have my desk and a workspace for all of that, maybe my 3D printer that I have. In the closet, I'm actually gonna convert that into a Murphy bed, have it fold out in the space. That way I have some guests sleeping if I need to. But otherwise, the space in here is free for me to take pictures and kind of stage my projects that I make. Other than that, I'm probably gonna remove this shelving and repaint the walls. So again, not too much here in the bedroom, getting rid of the popcorn ceilings, of course. But let's head over to the master bedroom and talk about that next. So we're in the master bedroom, and again, as all the other bedrooms, there's not a ton that I'm changing here. Might update the fan and light fixture in here, paint the walls, replace the outlet covers with something that isn't yellow. I might replace the accordion doors on the closet with something a little bit more modern too, maybe take them off altogether and just have an open closet. Haven't really decided there. But as far as the master bedroom goes, the big doozy is going to be here in the bathroom. It is really outdated, so let's go and check that out. So, welcome to the world's smallest master bathroom. There are a few things we can do to help kind of combat that tiny feel that this bathroom has, though. The biggest thing is going to be to remove this built-in as well as this one. This one's just in the way whenever you're standing here drying off after a shower or anything. It's just incredibly inconvenient, and it's going. This one is convenient to have the storage, and it is above the toilet, which is kind of some unused space anyway, but I think we need something that's shallower. We don't need anything that deep, so I'm probably gonna tear that out too and build something a little bit smaller, a little bit more modern to fit the space that I plan on having in here. Another big thing that is outdated and needs to be updated is this bathtub. I mean, it is yellow, it is old. The dream is to replace it with a standing tile shower with a sliding glass door. Really help lighten up and open up the space in here, I feel, but that's gonna have to come later on down the line whenever I have the funds for it. Something else that's outdated in this bathroom is this sink. The whole thing is coming out and is gonna be replaced with something newer. Again, probably at the same time as when I do the tub. There's also like a medicine cabinet built into the wall next to the sink that's coming out and probably just getting covered over. It's no real purpose for it to be there. The light fixture above the sink is also pretty outdated and probably going to get replaced and updated. Everything in here is probably going to get tossed and updated except for the toilet. So, as you can see, this bathroom is not only bigger but more updated than the master bathroom. This bathtub is a lot newer. The previous homeowners put this in fairly recently. They did kind of mess up the faucet here, but the plumber's going to come look at that and fix it as part of the inspection process and some dealings that I had with the previous homeowners. Otherwise, the bathtub rather is perfectly fine. I'm definitely getting new shower curtains because that is just not my taste at all. The toilet is a little short, like a kindergartner toilet. I'm probably going to replace that with a full-size toilet later on down the line. But the real doozy in here is this countertop. It's definitely nicer than what's in the master bathroom, but again, it's just not my taste. It's this deep red, probably gonna replace with something a little bit more modern, a little bit lighter, and I'm probably not gonna have this extra wing come out here because I mean they weren't even really committed to it. It just comes right off of its home right there. This bathroom also has another little medicine cabinet on the wall here that's just not purposeful. Probably just tear all that hardware out and patch it over with some drywall. Maybe update the paint a little bit. The fixture's all right. I might replace that. I may keep it. Don't hate it. And then there is a linen closet in here that's just far too deep and narrow to be useful to the space at all. So I'm probably going to pull the fixtures out of that, drywall that up, and then open it up to the dining nook for some cleaning supplies, storage, or something along those lines. So that's the house, guys. We're in the backyard now, and as you can see, there is a detached shed, which will be in a different video series. If you're interested in what I'm doing in there, go ahead and check that out. But as far as the house is concerned, that's everything. Like I said, leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions or ideas for it. I'm happy to hear them, but I guess until next time.